It is 7:56 now, Bullying Awareness Week. And we've been talking on and off this week about bullying. And I got an email from Todd Sutherland, who joins us here now with his daughter Taylor. And Todd, you sent me that you're obviously very proud of your daughter.
Very proud,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
And I read you sent along a speech that she gave in school. And I read it. I'll tell you, it choked me up a couple times. I'm sure it did for you as
No,
well.
definitely, yeah.
Knowing what your daughter went through and how strong she is and where she's at now. Um, what was your reaction when and we're going to have Taylor read this right away. We're going to meet Taylor in just a second here, but what was your reaction?
Oh, when Taylor read it to her mom and I, we were stunned that she wrote it and was going to go in front of her class and read it as well, and just because of her situation over the past year, this is really brought her out more, and we've seen a huge change in her because of this, and just once again with it being a super tough year, and that she has the strength now to come out and present it to others and to her school and to come on your radio show just shows that she's getting better and hopefully help others deal with the situation because it's a horrible situation.
It is, yeah. And you were aware of the bullying, you and your wife?
Yes.
Yeah. And Taylor, obviously a tough year,
Yes.
but boy, I can sense the strength in you now.
Oh, thank you.
Will you read this for us?
For sure.
You read this to your grade 9. You read this to a grade 8 class at your school, Churchill High School.
Yes.
And you're going to read this to your class at some point.
At some point, I believe, yes.
Okay, so read it for us now, please.
Okay. I know that we have had many presentations of bullying this year, and most of you are probably going to think that this is just another one. Some of you may say that you don't like these presentations because they're just saying the same thing as the other presentations that you have seen. But I think it was because it was coming from a teacher or an adult, and you think it's going to be boring. I think hearing it from a student perspective will draw you in and listen and understand why I am talking about bullying. The meaning of the word bully has changed over the years. The definition today is a person who uses strength or influence to harm or intimidate those who are weaker. Think about that for a second. Do we see this in our halls? People trying to intimidate or harm people? Or see people use their strength to bring somebody down? I haven't seen any physical harm, but I have seen the intimidation, the verbal bullying, the calling people rude names, and no one notices it because the person that's being called those rude names shuts off and pretends like nothing has happened. The person who has called that other person that name did it sneaky and quietly so no one could call them out on what they were doing. When people do call you rude names or say things like, "No, you can't sit here," or "Your idea was stupid, why did you say that?" people might think that they'll just shrug it off, but deep down, they really hurt. People will now probably say, "Why don't you just get over it? It's just words." Until you know what it feels like to get something negative said towards you constantly, you will think they're just words. But in reality, those words hurt. It's like the saying, "Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt me." I don't like that saying, because words do hurt. I'd like to use Rachel Ashley's analogy with the piece of paper. When she did that, I thought to myself, this is so true. If you call someone ugly, fat, stupid, whatever else, that person is now hurt and they will not go back to the way that they used to be. Being a victim of bullying myself, I know how it feels. Although I was not bullied at school much, it was just cyberbullying for me. Cyberbullying is when you get people on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever social media site you are on, and people start harassing you, calling you names, saying untrue things about you. Ask FM was the worst place in my mind for cyberbullying. Looking back now, I don't know what I was thinking when I made my account. It's a place where people can ask you anonymous questions, and I got nothing but hate. I was called a skank, a slut. People told me to go kill myself. People started making up stuff about me saying that I beat someone up. People destroyed me and my reputation. I didn't really hang out with friends much this past summer because of it. I think it's ridiculous, and I want to make sure that people will not feel the way that I did. I'm going to let you know some facts on cyberbullying and bullying at school. Did you know that 43% of kids have been bullied online, and 1 in 4 of them happens more than once? 1 in 10 kids actually tell their parents about them getting bullied online. 2 in 9 kids that are bullied over the internet have tried or thought about taking their own life. That's 22%. 4,400 kids ages 10 to 16 commit suicide each year in the US and Canada from both cyberbullying and bullying at school. 14% of high school students have considered taking their own life. And 7,313 kids get depression from bullying, both cyber and at school. If you think about that, those numbers are really high. It overwhelms me that so many people are affected. I thought I was the only one at the time. Now I'm saying to you guys, if you guys are being bullied, whether or not it's online or at school, you're not alone. I know I'm not the only one. And once I spoke up and told someone, things got a lot better. I know that kids don't want to tell because you feel that you can handle it on your own, or you're scared that if you tell someone that they will start making fun of you because you're apparently a tattletale. In my mind, there's no such thing as a tattletale. If you tell someone you trust what is happening, you'll feel 100% better. Trust me, building confidence did not come overnight, but it took me a long time, and when I did tell someone, it got better.
Wow. I don't know what to say, man.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Taylor Sutherland and her dad Todd on Hal Anderson Mornings.